Which other African leader is to be killed?
I don't know which African leader has to be killed. Anybody can be killed. Whether you're a bad leader or good leader, or you've killed so many leaders, you can be killed anytime.
Is this why Obama was brought into power?
I don't know how Obama was brought into power, though people say that says a lot of things, but it doesn't matter. But the liberation of the people in Libya is most important one.
Why was Muammar Gaddafi not brought to justice?
He was not brought to justice because of a lot of elements. You never know, because obviously the guy was so influential. He knows how to speak. He would have influenced everybody else to keep fighting, though ICC was going to be on his neck.
Who ordered Muammar Gaddafi to be killed?
We don't know who ordered Muammar Gaddafi to be killed, but as I told you, that the guy was going to speak, was going to influence, and those ones that are hardcore pro-Muammar Gaddafi were going to keep fighting. So there's a lot of things. There's the USA elections next year. People have to move on in Libya as well, and people don't want a lot of things. And I guess there's a lot of things. It could be oil, could be anything else. And there was they were selling guns also in the Libya.
Are they afraid of what Muammar Gaddafi was going to say about Western
I don't
world?
know. You would have said a lot of things. You would have said about NATO that has also maybe killed the innocent people in Libya and all other countries that were involved in killing people. And we can't bring NATO to justice. We can't bring other countries like USA and all the countries that have done injustice by killing innocent people in the country. We don't know anything.
Who is going to question NATO for other innocent lives lost?
Nobody. You can't question NATO. You can't question the United Nations. You can't question the United States. You can't question other countries that were involved in killing, and they're still involved, and they're still going to be involved. If you're an African leader out there, just make sure that you're not a bad leader. Make sure you're a good leader. Don't set a bad example of being killed like Muammar Gaddafi, because it's all about power, and the supreme power of these organizations and international organizations in the countries that are supreme.
Tell us about 200 billion thousand.
I don't know how it's going to be spent. Maybe it's going to be spent on the Libyan people, the poor people that are in that country. But all I know is that country we need these people, young people, the children to be children. And the reading culture in that country, the politicians and the NTC make sure that they compensate all the people that were fighting in that country, and make sure that there's a reconciliation, because you still have a pro-Muammar Gaddafi in that country. So if they're not going to have a reconciliation or amnesty or anything else, it's going to be very, very difficult, because we need, and there's got to be justice even for those people that were fighting. We still got people. It doesn't mean that Libya is being liberated right now. You still have factions. You still have organizations that don't want to support the NTC that they have right now. So things will move their way. So there's nothing that you can do. And I think that the security is going to be most important thing in that country. If the security is not really up to its feet, then it's going to be very difficult. But all you have to know is the governments must make sure that these smart corporations don't take advantage on Libyan oil and everything else. I know it's a very sensitive issue for multi-corporation companies that I would like to get involved and do business in that country. But Libyan businessmen and women, and the other ones, must take that country to another level than supporting maybe colonial agents that are in that country. And I guess the people that must help also the analysis, the researchers actually should wake towards making sure the independent mainstream media as well. You had people that were not in the media, but they used their cell phones and they were more better than in the mainstream media. Then analysis and the researchers up until now, they're not good. But check the people that were not even in the media. They never went to school to become journalists, and they did a better job than anybody else, and they brought their country to its knees, and they brought Muammar Gaddafi in that manner. And we should just know that how many soldiers are going to be compensated, and how many nations are going to, try to get the peace of Libya. And you still have joblessness in that country. And what about those countries, European countries and Americans and all the countries that would like to bring, their employment project in Libya, in all the countries? And how many countries have been brought down into its knees? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.